right. So once again, hello everybody and welcome to another Wednesday session by Nirva. It's really nice to have all of you here and to see all of you, kind of joining every week, trying to improve your health. That is really nice to see. I really appreciate that. Now, at Nirva, we are on a mission to support women to lead a healthy life by caring for their body and mind through Ayurveda and Yoga. I am Dr. Trishna, your hostess for the day. I'm a naturopathy and yoga physician and a senior yoga consultant at Nirva. So once again, all of you, welcome to the session. Today, one of the major challenges we face is, recurrent cold, some kind of fever, some kind of urinary tract infection. I think we all had a very tough time during COVID where a lot of people were infected with the virus. People were having complications, hospitalizations, and whatnot, even deaths in the family. And that is when we actually thought about immunity as an important factor in our lives. Till then, we were like, okay, we were going through everyday life, but we never thought about how immunity is important for our survival. And today, our topic is immunity and how yoga and Ayurveda can enhance immunity in natural ways. Before we start the session, talking a little bit about our community. Now, we all know that it's very important for us, for like-minded people to be together, sharing ideas, thought process, etc. Yeah, sure, Deepa. Thank you. I'm sorry. I will increase the volume. Yeah. Am I audible now? Better? Just give me a thumbs up if I'm better, if you can hear me. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. So as I was talking about the community, it's very important that, like-minded people like us who want to take care of our health, especially women, women face different kind of challenges. And sometimes it's hard for us to communicate this with the other gender. Sometimes you can't talk about this in a different platform where people don't recognize this or understand this. That is exactly why we have a community, a Facebook community, the Nirva Circle. Please do join this community and become a Nirva Zen. So here we have the link in the chat box. Immediately you can click the link and go to the community and join there. What happens there is you can actually connect with women like yourselves, share your progress, Ayurveda recipes, health concerns, any queries you have about physical health, mental health, or solutions to problems. Sometimes we face so many similar difficulties and, somebody might have a solution, a simple solution to that. And this is a place where we can do all that without any hassle and get valuable insights. As you all know, today we have a yoga session. And for that, I'm sure all of you are ready with your mats and a bottle of water next to you. If you keep it ready now, it'll be good because we don't want you having an interrupted session once the Ayurveda part starts. The first part of the session is about how Ayurveda can enhance immunity in a natural way. And for this, we have Dr. Shehnaz, our Ayurveda expert. She is a BAMS MD and a certified Smriti meditation practitioner. She's an senior Ayurveda consultant at Nirva and a clinical researcher. Welcome, Dr. Shehnaz, to the program.
Thank you, Dr. Trishna.
Yes.
I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Yeah. So good evening, ladies, and welcome to another session with us. So as Trishna told, today's topic is immunity, how to enhance immunity through Ayurveda. Now, how will you know that you have enough immunity or whether you're having a weak immunity or a strong immune system? So here are some ways. So I just, quickly watch through that. The first one is, if you are a person who always catch cold, basically when it's mostly during seasonal fluctuations or seasonal transition, you may be getting affected with hay fever or symptoms like cough, or you may be getting, recurrent flus, something, some sort of symptoms like that. Or you could be a person who gets diarrhea or, not having proper digestion, some sort of indigestion, constipation, it shows that you have a compromised gut. And also, you could be affected with frequent infections like fever and urinary tract infection. These all recurrently if you are getting affected with. And if you're a person who has that constant tiredness, whether it's if in the mornings when you wake up in the morning, or while you are at your work, or at any time of the day, or even when you are going to the bed, and even after having adequate sleep, you don't feel energetic the next day. So these are all some symptoms or some signs that shows that you have a weak immune system. So today I'll be discussing about how to boost your immune system and how to make that weak immune system into a stronger one. So is there anyone who gets affected with these kind of symptoms in your day-to-day life, like frequent colds or fever or urinary tract infections or constant tiredness, anything that you're facing? You can respond in the chat box. Link Snow is saying all the time. And did you know that it could be because of this weak immune system that you were having? Tiredness is the most common symptom, I suppose. Everyone is saying tiredness, gut issues. Lynn is saying being sick this morning and in the bed all afternoon. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. So let's see what all ways Ayurveda can help to make your immune system strong. So basically, when we say about immunity, what is exactly immunity? So it's a system of biological processes or certain structures called immune cells that is present inside our body, which helps us to protect against disease. Now, how this is happening? These cells help to detect an external pathogen that is entering your body, and it distinguishes it from the healthy cell or the healthy tissues that we are having. So there is a foreign body entering inside our body, and our immune cells are there to protect us. So they distinguish that this is not a healthy one, so we need to get rid of this. Now, when this function gets affected, it is not properly functioning, that actually gets make you susceptible for many diseases. So this immune system or these cells or the processes like digestion, metabolism, if this is not happening properly, the cells get affected. So these kind of biological processes and structures actually helps us to get that immunity, to get protected from these harmful external influences. Now, when I say external pathogen, it's just not an organism, but also certain other toxins that we would be, getting inside because of pollution or some other, like when we have these pollen allergies, all these kind of things. It could be some external factors as well. So when you have a strong immune system, you will be able to detect, or your body or your immune cells will be able to detect these external pathogens, and also will help to protect from these external invaders that are coming inside. Now, how will we make our immune system strong? What are the factors that affect our immunity? So last week we discussed about gut bacteria, right? So we have microorganisms inside our gut, which improves our digestion and which also improves our absorption and all nutrition related processes that is happening inside our body. So that makes sure that your digestion is proper, your metabolism is proper, and that's how your immune system becomes strong. And for that to happen, you need to have a healthy diet, proper hydration, and exercise, a good exercise schedule, and always, as we say, sleep, and also getting rid of or regulating our stress levels. So these are the factors that actually determine whether you have a strong or weak immune system. Now, what does Ayurveda says about immunity? According to Ayurveda, actually, the body type that we are having, the Vata, Pitta, Kapha, these bioenergies that are present inside our body, these also determines the level of immunity that we have. Now, how will we know that whether we have a good immune system according to the body type? So if you're a person who's predominant in Vata bioenergy, then there is many more chances that you have a weak immune system. Whether if you're having the kapha predominance in your body, then that shows that you have a strong immune system. So that's basically with you from birth. So that's there, that determines your immune level according to Ayurveda. So if you're a Vata predominant person, you may sometimes need external help like immune boosters through Ayurveda supplements or other factors, and you'll have to take care of your diet habits, lifestyle habits a bit more than the other body type person. So whoever responded like having all these tiredness and cold or infections, do you know like what body type you are? Like how your body type is, whether you are having a Vata predominance in you or whether you are having a Kapha predominance in you. When you had the consultation with your Ayurveda consultant, or when you had a Prakriti assessment, were you able to know your type of Prakriti or the body type that you're having? Linsno is saying Vata Pitta. Yeah. So as Lynn is saying, like she has Vata more in her. So Alka is also saying Vata. Yeah. So that shows that your body type has a role in determining your immune system. It does not mean that you'll have a weak immune system forever, but definitely it has a role in your immune system. So you need to take care of that lifestyle practices or the dietary habits according to your body type so that your immune system is more healthier. And when we have this proper processes happening, what actually occurs is that there is a vital energy in Ayurveda, we call it as ojas, inside us, which determines the immunity. So for this ojas or the vital energy to properly form, we need to have a proper digestive and also a proper metabolism to happen inside our body. So for that, we need to have a proper digestive power or the digestive fire, which we had discussed last week. And also, it would help to balance our bioenergies otherwise present inside our body, and also the state of mind, last but not the least. So if you ever noticed, like if you have a stressful day in your work, or if you have some stressful events happening in your life, have you noticed this more of occurrence of these allergies, or it could be like skin allergies, or it could be like frequent infections when you are passing through a more stressful life? So have you noticed this phase or this connection with stress and getting this frequent infection? Did anyone have ever noticed like whether these stressful events is causing you more prone to infection? Angela is saying yes. Nanda is saying no. Naomi is saying yes. All right, let's see how these factors affect your immunity in the coming slide. So as I said, like diet has a good role or an important role in maintaining your immune system. So basically, we have 6 tastes in Ayurveda. We say about balancing the 6 tastes inside. When we have a proper diet, there should be all these 6 tastes present in our plate that we say like for each meal. So do you know what these 6 tastes are? Any idea about what are these 6 tastes? When we say taste, like it's like sweet, spicy. Okay. Yeah, so let me tell you. Karmi saying sour. Yeah, let's try. Yeah, sweet, sour, bitter, right? We have 3 more. Any other guesses? Yeah, Nanda is saying spicy. Warm is not a taste. Meeta is also saying spicy. Krishna is saying pungent. Yeah, spicy and pungent comes into the same category. Yeah, salty. Now we have one more left, just one more. Savory also comes into salty, Raji. The last one more is actually astringent, we say. We say it as a kashaya taste. It's a little bit variety of this bitter taste. So it's very much important to have all these 6 tastes in your meal. And you should also have your meals according to the body type, as I said, and according to your digestive fire. Now, when we say about the digestive fire, we had discussed about the strong digestive fire, mild one, and also irregular digestive fire. Now, when you have irregular digestive fire, even if you have very light food, you find it very difficult to digest sometimes. Or if you're having heavy food, it easily gets digested. So that's the case of irregular digestive fire. So likewise, we have strong digestive fire, which digests whatever heavy or light meals that you are having at any cost. And also we have mild digestive fire, which will be finding it hard to digest very light meals as well. So according to your digestive fire, whether you're having a mild, strong, or irregular digestive fire, you need to choose your diet. So if you're having a mild digestive fire, make sure that you are choosing light meals which are very much easy to digest, so that your digestive fire is also mild, so that it won't put much pressure in your gut to digest the food. So accordingly, you need to take care of the diet according to your body type, your digestive fire. And here are some other tips to have proper digestion. So the first one is proper cooking. So it's always advised in Ayurveda to completely cook your meals, not pre-cooked or undercooked or overcooked. So you need to cook your meals thoroughly so that it becomes so soft and chewy, and it helps to digest your food better. And it's also advised in Ayurveda to have a main meal as your lunch rather than having it in your dinner time. So why it is mentioned that you need to have a heavy meal or a main meal of your day to be during the lunch? Because the bioenergy which helps in digestion is called as pitta. And this pitta is more predominant inside our body during the mid time or the mid noon. So that's why lunch is advised as heavy meal or the main meal of your day, so that it's easily digested and does not cause you any digestive issues. And always make sure that you're having hot water or warm water throughout the day, so that it helps with proper digestion. Then the next is including certain vegetables which are rich in macro and micronutrients, and also antioxidants and carotenoids. So these are the factors which helps you to have that strong immune system inside our body. So I'll tell some examples which possess these kind of macro and micronutrients, and also a good source of antioxidants and carotenoids. So chlorophyll-rich foods, or the greens that we have day-to-day life, like spinach. So it's very much rich in antioxidants, so that will help in boosting our immune system. And there are yellow and orange vegetables like carrots, pumpkins, which are rich in the material called, the element called as carotenoids. So that also helps in boosting our immune system. So these are some examples of vegetables which you can have during your in order to boost your immune system. Then comes the fruit. So inside the fruits, we have like many vitamins and minerals present in it. So here are some fresh fruits like berries, apricots, and apples, which possess high fibers and also vitamins and minerals, which will help with digestion and also to provide that proper nutrition to your immune cells. And then we have the citrus fruits or oranges, which are rich in vitamin C, which also helps in improving the health of your immune cells. So there are some cells which help in killing, the pathogens, the external pathogens that are invading inside our cells. So these kind of citrus fruits, which are rich in vitamin C, helps to have a healthy immune cells that actually helps in killing these pathogens, these external pathogens that are inside our body. And then comes dry fruits and nuts, like almonds, walnuts, and raisins. So these are a bunch of nutrients which is very much needed to have, provide that evidence nutrition to your immune cells. And here are some spices which can actually maintain and restore the health of your immune system. So if ever you have had a dip in your immune levels, or if you are someone who have these symptoms or signs which I had discussed earlier, like frequent colds or infections, so at that time you can have these spices included in your diet, which will help to maintain and restore the immunity level. So the spices are ginger, turmeric, garlic, coriander, black pepper, and cumin. So these spices, you need to choose them wisely according to your condition and your body type so that it becomes the right herb at the right time. So these herbs or these spices, these actually possess antibacterial and antimicrobial properties as well. So that will help to modulate your immune system. So boosting your immune system is one thing, and to have the right capacity to give or to fight against these external pathogens is the immunomodulation. So that those immune modulator properties are also possessed with these spices. So and in total, these spices helps our digestive system so strong that it also will help to boost the immune system. So these are some examples which you can include in your diet in order to boost your immune system. Now, what we have to avoid, the first and the most important thing is sugars. So this could be processed sugars or refined carbohydrates, all these things which actually affects the immune system so strong. And studies and researchers have also suggested that these sugar spikes that are inside your body can actually affect your immune system faster, so it lower down the immunity. So make sure that you avoid sugars, processed food, canned food, fried food. These all mess up the gut as well. So that's why these are all included in the avoid list. And finally, alcohol. Now, what can we do to increase our immunity? So as I told, exercise have a role to boost your immune system. Now, how should you do proper exercise? In order to have a proper, all the processes, physiological process to happen inside your body properly, you need to exercise at least 30 minutes in a day, which will help to enhance your sleep quality and will also control your stress levels. Now that if we hear that, yeah, so exercise is good for, boosting our immune system. So let's exercise whenever possible. Never do that. Excessive exercise can also lower your immunity level. Now, Ayurveda always emphasizes on moderate level of exercise, or you should know when it is too much. So accordingly, you need to control that level of exercise and also make sure that you're not exercising too much. So that also suppresses your immune system. That eventually lowers your immunity. Now, how will you know that you are exercising excessively? Simply saying, if you are exercising more than 50% of your capacity, then that shows that you are exercising more. So you need to find out that right balance of exercise and then to have it in a moderate level. So yoga is always a safest form of exercise, which gives you that moderate level of exercise inside your body. Now, next is sleep. Now, how does sleep affect our immunity? Because if you are regularly sleeping at least 7 to 8 hours adequately, then the processes like detoxification, repairing the damaged cells, hormone regulation, energy balance, all these will happen inside our body properly. That will help to boost your immune system. Now, what happens if you're not sleeping well and if you're staying awake? Then there occurs the imbalance of Vata bioenergy. So as I said, Vata is that bioenergy which is responsible for this, weak immune system. So if you're staying awake for longer time, your immune system gets lowered because of the Vata bioenergy imbalance. So make sure that you sleep at least 7 to 8 hours in a day. Then the next is, as I told you, state of mind or stress. Now, what happens when you are stressed? There comes a hormone called as cortisol. So this stress hormone called cortisol can actually reduce your immune system's capacity to fight off against these external pathogens. So make sure that you have regulated stress levels inside your body. For that, what should you do? You can observe mindfulness. Mainly, you should dedicate a me time to yourself in order to introspect into yourself whether you are being stressful or whether you need some help or whether you need to focus on yourself in certain areas. Women usually forget that, right? Having this multitasking and overwhelmed with responsibilities, we actually do not spend much time with ourselves. So this is very much needed to boost your immune system and to control this bioenergy imbalance that is happening inside our body when you are stressed. Now here comes the circadian rhythm. What is circadian rhythm? So according to the nature's clock, we need to have certain activities that are, that are happening inside our body according to these nature's timings, I would say. Now, how is so if we start with 11 p.m., like, the sleeping time, like 10 to 12 a.m., that's the time when you are getting more melatonin inside you. Actually, it starts from evening, like from 6 p.m. So slowly it starts to get increased inside your body. Now, if that melatonin is coming to that peak level, and if you are not sleeping at that time, rather you are just focusing on some electronic devices with the more screen time, or if you're watching TV or tablets or something like that, that will actually suppress melatonin, disrupting the sleep. So that gets disrupted. And then comes the timing, early morning, like 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. So this 3 a.m., during that routine, there is actually a big dip in energy levels, and slowly you are getting that low great energy level that is inside your body from starting from like 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. So it is slowly getting building up. So during that period, you need to wake up. So what happens, like if you are getting up late, these energy dip will stay inside you and you will not feel energetic when you're getting up late by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. And then if you're getting up earlier, like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., then it's the right time to have that big level of energy during the day, that is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So at that time, you have proper energy levels and your body temperature will be matching up with the room temperature. All these things will be more, the process will be happening smoother. And then comes the afternoon slump. So at that time, what happens is that our body becomes slow down in our energy level and is getting ready to sleep. So your activities also should match like this. So if you are having more energetic tasks during the nighttime, what happens naturally? Your body is, getting ready to get some sleep, having this dipping energy level, but you are providing yourself this external energy to do some tasks. So that's how this disruption in circadian rhythm happens, and that actually disrupts the balance of our immune system. Now, always, even if we try all these things together, there'll be some, mismatches in all these things. Like we won't be able to do certain things, as I told, like these natural ways. So, and if even if we do all these things possibly together, like exercising, properly sleeping, all these schedules are done, we may not experience that strong immune system. That's when you need the help of certain herbal supplements or Ayurveda supplements. So these Ayurveda supplements actually helps in that mind-body balance, and it will also help to increase the power of your digestive fire. So when you have had your gut symptoms for a chronic period, your immune system gets suppressed and it's weak, and your digestive system is also weak. These natural ways may take some time, and it will need a push to get into that level. So these herbal supplements can actually help to increase the power of digestive fire and thereby help to improve our immune system. That will help to prevent recurrent cold and flu as well. And one of the important points that Ayurveda discusses to improve immune system is detoxification. So always there are toxins inside our body which is caused by unhealthy food or undigested food, or because of the gut issues, your digestion will not be proper, which will lead to unhealthy food or undigested food. So that is also a root cause of these toxins. And these toxins make our body weak. That's when we need a gut reset. So for this gut reset, you can either choose the diet, way of gut resetting, or we have external therapies called as panchakarma therapies. So this will also help to have this reset of your gut and to detox your system completely so that you can have a fresh start, and will also boost all the physiological processes that is happening inside our body. Then the final one is having a detox during seasonal transition. Now we are transferring from winter to spring. So that's the most time, most frequent time when people get this hay fever or seasonal allergies, all these seasonal, infections that we get, right? So to have a proper detoxification system during this seasonal transition. So Ayurveda detailedly explains about seasonal regimen called as Ritucharya. So in that, it actually focuses on having proper foods during each season, what to have and how to have your food, and also certain external therapies to have so that you don't build up that toxins during this transition period. And finally, as I said, like we have the external therapies called as the Panchakarma therapies, which help you from externally in order to have this cleansing procedure happening inside our body. So these external therapies are simply the massages, oil massages, which can actually soften our cells and tissues and improve our blood circulation. And that's how the nutrition will be reaching all inside our body and also will help to boost our immune system. Then the next is heat treatment. So in this, it also involves the steam bath, which will also help to improve our blood circulation and will help the pores or the systems to open up and release the toxins outside the body. Now, how will you take these toxins outside the body after this massage and the heat treatment? It's through the cleansing treatment. We call it as intestinal cleansing treatment through vomiting or through, purgation or through enema. So these are the three therapies. And also we have specific nasal cleansing therapies, which will help to improve your respiratory health as well. So finally, after all these therapies, your digestive fire will be so strong that it will also help to boost your immune system. So that's how Ayurveda helps to boost your immunity. So I hope you would have got certain points to where to work on and how these food items have to be included and what are the external therapies or other therapies which are mentioned in Ayurveda, which will help in boosting our immune system. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Over to you, Dr. Trishna.
Thank you, Dr. Shehnaz, for that wonderful session. It had so much of elements. Who knew actually that all the elements we have in our kitchen, like turmeric, ginger, and garlic, can actually help in enhancing the immunity, right? So we just have to grab this from our kitchen and start using it, isn't it? So that was really nice and informative. Now, moving on to the next one. Okay. Before we start with yoga, I know you're all curious to know what yoga practices can enhance immunity. I would like to talk a little bit about what Nirva is all about, especially for people who are new to this session. All right. So at Nirva, we are focused on making you healthy inside out. We give personalized treatment plans based on Ayurveda and therapeutic yoga for chronic health conditions, especially in women. We offer menopause management, gut health, and joint health management. Nirva is a unique team of certified Ayurveda practitioners, certified yoga professionals, caring health coaches. All of them form a team to help you with everything you need during your holistic healing journey with Nirva. We also have a robust and closely connected community of women across the US and UK who share a common goal of leading a healthy and happy life. These women are committed to making their lives much better by taking care of themselves. We also have a lot of things happening in our communities, like Facebook community, so do check out those things as well. Now, we have a surprise that is something which we have introduced newly, that is Nirva Retreats. So this retreat is not just a part of a relaxing vacation, but it's also an important part of a healing journey. The first chapter of Nirva retreat is happening in Kerala, which is popularly known as God's own country, for all the sunshine and the beaches and the beauty it beholds. We have a lot of experiences and activities lined up for you, in addition to all the detoxification treatments, what Dr. Shenaz mentioned. So here, what is important is sometimes, most of you might think that I eat organic food, I do a lot of exercise, I'm doing a lot of stuff. How can I get ill, or why should I detoxify? Now, here is the catch. Sometimes we are living in spaces which may be polluted, right? And we may have so many stress factors in our life which can actually directly and indirectly impact our body and mind. And that can also be a source of toxins in our body. These can bring about chemical changes in our body. And sometimes it's very, very important for us to kind of periodically get rid of all the toxins and rejuvenate ourselves. And that is exactly what these Nirva retreats are all about, to detoxify yourself, not only your body, but also your mind, refresh yourself and become a better version of yourself. So we have a link in the chat box. If you would like to know anything more about Nirva retreats, please click onto the link and go to the page and get all the information that you need. All right. Now, definitely you're all waiting for yoga, and I know that. So let's not delay anymore. We have Dr. Khushbu here, who is a yoga practitioner and health yoga coach at Nirva. She will be conducting therapeutic yoga session, especially curated for boosting your immunity. Now, before we start yoga, we have a couple of things we have to keep in mind. First thing is, during the practice, none of the practices are done in a haste. So all of them are to be done very slowly, with awareness of body and mind, and also with breathing. Now, breathing should be through the nostrils unless it is specified otherwise. Do not hold your breath at any point of time unless it is instructed to be done so. And should end all the practices with cooling down or relaxation techniques. That's very, very important. Otherwise, you end up having a lot of, tiredness and stuff like that. Yoga is especially designed to make your body relaxed. Okay. And after the practice, now that is also very important. So we might sweat a little bit, and we don't want to rush and go take bath, have food or anything like that. Okay. We need to leave a gap of 30 minutes after the practice for our body to come back to normal before we can do such things. All right. So without any delay, let's get started with yoga. Over to you, Dr. Khushbu.
Thank you so much, Dr. Trishna. So I suppose all of you have got enough of knowledge from Dr. Shahnaz regarding how you can take care of your health, how you can build up your immunity. Now, let me come to a part where yoga can be a rescue to this immune boosting. So we have seen different factors how this immunity is getting hampered, okay? Not having enough sleep, then too much of stress, and your environment, your external sources all out there with a lot of toxins. So let's learn how to just help ourselves or boost our immunity or amplify ourselves through yoga practice today. So before I start, I definitely want to give you a heads up. If you have undergone any kind of recent surgeries or injuries, kindly avoid the practice or seek the advice of a physician before you start. And in case of any kind of stiffness or limitations in your joints, you can take up easy practice and avoid the difficult practices which are given here. And you can always ask for a modified practices through your own yoga coach. Now, moving forward, if you have any severe health complications, kindly avoid the practice and start only after consulting your general physician. So I hope that all of you are very much excited to start. So today we are going to first start with a good breathing flow. So we are trying to focus more on our energy, more on our prana, the vital force in our body. And then moving forward, we are going to move into few poses where we're going to focus mostly upon opening our chest, opening our upper back, opening our shoulders, so we can breathe better and we can help our body in amplifying this immunity. And then going forward, we are going to learn a different kind of breathing called Anunasika breathing, which is going to help you in all kind of cough, cold, and allergic situation. So let's not waste time and start up with the session. So I request all of you, whoever can, keep your cameras on and you can practice along with me. And yeah, Take up your space. Let's start off. Gently take up a nice sitting posture. Place your palms on your knees. Nicely lengthen your spine first. Take up a nice erect posture. Your shoulders relax. Don't hunch your shoulders. Take it open and relax. Now just focus on your breath for a few seconds. As you focus on your breath, try feeling a little vamp of energy inside you. Bring in a nice blue color breathing inside you. Feel that blue is a color which is going to help you in feeling coolness, which is a very beautiful cleansing color. So just invite blueness into your body before you start. Now gently breathe in, and as you breathe out, chant Makara for 3 rounds along with me. Bring your palms together, rub it against each other. Make a gentle cup, place it on your eyes. Feel the soothingness. Relax. Now let's start with a nice hand stretch breathing. So slowly join your hands, stretch it up nicely. Breathe in. Okay, breathe out, make a nice L shape and draw your shoulder blades at the back and look up. Breathe in, go up. Stretch your hands above your head. Yes, breathe out, stretch, exhale. Now breathe in, look up. Breathe out, bring your neck down. Breathe in, stretch your hands up. Breathe out, draw your hands at the back. Make a nice L shape. Breathe in, look, stretch your neck up, look up. Breathe out, back, and stretch your hand back. Relax. And slowly relax your hands. Now gently stretch your hands right in front of your chest. Interlock your fingers, turn it inside out. Now breathe in, stretch your hands up. Breathe out and gently down. Breathe in, stretch your hands up. Breathe out and forward. Breathe in, stretch it up. Breathe out and relax it forward. Now slowly from here, bring it closer to your chest by turning it inwards. So slowly bring it towards your chest and slowly breathe in, stretch it out. Breathe in, bring it towards your chest. Breathe out and stretch it out. Breathe in, bring it towards your chest, open. Breathe out, push it out. Now stretch your hands by the side. Now slowly take your right hand, breathe in, raise it above your head. Breathe out and stretch it to your side. Use the elbow of your left hand for a support. Now breathe in, come back. Same thing opposite. Breathe in, take your left hand up. Use the elbow of your right hand. Exhale and stretch on to the side. Breathe in and come back. Again, your right hand. Breathe in, take it above your head. Breathe out and stretch it towards your left. Breathe in, come back. One more round. Take your hands up. Breathe in, right up. Breathe out and stretch. Breathe in and come back. Now, slowly try interlocking your hand at the back. Just gently try stretching forward, opening your chest. Breathe out. Breathe in, come back. Okay. Slowly breathe out, lean down as much as you can. Breathe in, come back. One last round. Breathe out, lean forward. Breathe in, come back. Now relax. Relax yourself for a few seconds. We've done a good breathing, opening up our chest. Now let's start with good postures. So I request all of you to gently take up standing. So let's start with the good standing postures. Yeah. Okay. The first one, what you're going to do is gently stretch your hands above your head, a very little distance between your legs. Okay. For those who find it difficult, you can support your back here by placing your hands and slowly give a back stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out, come back. So for people who can, you can stretch your hands above your head and slowly lean back. Breathe in. Breathe out, lean down. Breathe in, stretch back. Breathe out, lean forward as much as you can. Take your own, yeah, breathe in, go up, breathe out and down. Relax, come back. Very nice. So now let's move on to another posture. So slowly open up your legs as much as you can, where you feel stability. Now all you're going to do is stretch your hands the same way up, breathe in, breathe out and lean down. Try placing your hands down. If you're not able to reach, you can use a block or you can use your pillow. Now just stay there, feel your chest open. Keep breathing here. Now gently stretch your right hand up and look up. Breathe in. Breathe out and come down. Again, the left, breathe in, look up. Breathe out and come down. One last round, take your right up, breathe in. Breathe out and look down. Your left up, breathe in, open your chest, breathe out and down. Now slowly come back, breathe in, come straight. Relax your legs back. Very nice. Now let's take up a little bit of kneeling posture. So you can place your pillow again to your knees if you feel uncomfortable. Okay, come here to a nice kneeling posture. Now here you're going to take your left hand first, breathe in, stretch up, breathe out, place it in between your right and your right knee and your right hand. Okay, and stretch this right hand above your head, touch to the floor. Now just keep breathing here. Relaxed, feel very much relaxed here. It helps you open up your upper back, open up your shoulders, and it helps you breathe better and relaxed here. Again, slowly bring this right hand across your face and lift your left hand up, stretch up, breathe in and back. Now let's do the same thing on the right. Slowly take your right hand, look up, breathe in. Knead it inside between your left hand and the left knee and stretch and lean to the floor. Now place your left hand above your head, flat onto the floor. Now keep looking at your right outstretched hand and keep breathing. Beautiful. Now again, bring your right hand across the face and lift it up. Take your right hand up and relax. Very nice. Now slowly lean back and relax yourself for a few seconds in your child's pose. Just sit on your heels and keep breathing for a few seconds. You've done a beautiful job. Relax your spine. This posture makes you feel more grounded. So if you have any kind of stress, it's going to make you feel better lying here supported. And slowly come back. Lift your hands and your torso up. Breathe in and come back. Now release your legs slowly. Gently release your right leg first and then the left leg out. Very nice. Now stretch and take a nice long sitting. Next, we're going to do a nice Gomukhasana stretch. For people who can wind your legs, interlace your legs, you can interlace. For people who cannot interlace your legs, you can simply take an easy sitting. Okay. So gently take your right and place it across the left butt and the left over the right knee. So if you're not able to interlace this way, you can definitely take an easy sitting. Okay. So slowly stretch your right hand above your head and push it down in between your shoulder blades. Your left hand from the behind. Try catching your hands there. Try catching your fingers. If you cannot, Stay wherever you can. Now just stay there. Feel the openness. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Stretch your right hand back, left back. Now the same thing in the opposite way. Slowly release your right leg out and the left leg out. And now change the interlacing. Take the left down and then the right over it. So if you're not able to interlace, you can definitely take up an easy sitting like what I've taken. Now you can slowly take your left hand up this time and stretch the right under. And give a nice breath. Very nice. Just stay here and take a nice breath. Look straight. If you want, you can also close your eyes. Feel the opening. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, stretch your hands back, relax at your shoulder level and back. Very nice. Now come back to a nice easy sitting. So you can stretch your legs out and take up an easy sitting. So we have done 4 beautiful postures today, opening up our shoulders, our upper back and chest. Now let's move on to another part of a nice exhalation breath work. Okay. So this will help you in expelling all the toxins which you have, the sinus, the congestion and everything. So let's start with good Anunasika breathing. So you're going to start simply with one nostril first. So close up your left or right, whichever you feel comfortable. Slowly breathe in through one nostril and exhale out thrice. Okay. So just breathe in and exhale out thrice. Just pushing things out. Okay. One more round. Breathe in. Now gently the opposite. Close the other nostril. Breathe in. Breathe out thrice. Again, breathe in. Breathe out thrice. Relax gently. Come back. And let's slowly give a nice pursed lip breathing. Breathe in through your nostril and breathe out through your mouth, slowly releasing all the kind of exertion you have. Blow like you're blowing a candle out. Breathe in through your nostril and blow out simply like you're blowing a candle. Breathe in. Breathe in. Now gently relax yourself. You can either take sitting or lying, whichever is comfortable, to easily relax yourself. If you want, you can outstretch and lie down. If you want, you can take a gentle sitting. Just simply close your eyes and focus on your breath at your nostrils. Watch your breath moving in and out at your nostrils. Become aware of your breath. Gently, as you become aware, try focusing on filling your collarbone with a good breath. So slowly breathe in and try opening up your collarbone as much as you can. And when you breathe out, gently release all the tension out from your collarbone. Breathe in, try expanding your collarbone. And when you breathe out, slowly release all the tension from your collarbone. Go for another 2 to 3 rounds. Feel the tension getting eased out from your collarbone. So you're no more carrying any burden at your upper back, your shoulder blades, or on your chest. Free that space. Gently keep breathing. Now subtly invite blue color to fill your body. Blue is a very calming and neutralizing color. Try to feel the depth of your ocean inside your body. Bring in that serenity. No matter how hard the waves are going to crash at you, you're going to be just like the ocean, calm and deep. Stay there for a few seconds, invoking a lot of abundance inside your body. Now again, slowly come back to your nice clavicular breathing. Breathe in, watch your collarbone expand. And breathe out and sink in. Slowly awaken yourself. You can gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, just stretch out the way you want. Give a nice stretch, open your body. Slowly come back, place your palms on your knees, gently breathe in. And as you breathe out, let's chant Makara for one round. Breathe in. Let this frequency resonate in your body, dilate all your blood vessels, and let all the nutrients be distributed into your body. Now slowly bring your palms together, rub it against each other. Try to fill your eyes with the warmth and release the tension out. Make a cup, place it on your eyes, and relax and open your eyes with a few blinks. Thank you so much to all of you who participated actively. And yeah, over to you, Dr. Trishna.
Yeah, thank you, Khushbu. That was really invigorating. I must say, I think all the participants would have felt all that energy, opening up of your chest, breathing, becoming better, and already feeling energetic, isn't it? But this is not the right time for us to get energetic, right? It's evening. All right. So thank you, Dr. Khushbu, for that. So we hope today's Ayurveda session has given you some simple tips that you can adopt in your day-to-day practice to improve your immunity. Also yoga practices to actually boost your immunity. As Dr. Shinaz had mentioned about sleep being a very, very important factor for boosting immunity. Next week, we are going to talk a little bit about bedtime being one of the most important factors to have a very good sleep. These days, especially after COVID, the number of people suffering from sleep disorder is very much on the rise. And that is exactly why we thought this could be a very good opportunity to introduce bedtime rituals or routine for sound sleep. So next week in the Wednesday session, we'll be talking about nighttime routine, Ayurveda tips, and nighttime yoga to get best sleep possible. So do join us again next Wednesday, and do not forget to bring all your loved ones, your friends, your family. You think whoever wants to be healthy and you think they should be healthy and happy in their lives, do bring them along as well. So here, there is a link in the chat box. Please do click the link and register for next week's session. All right. It has been wonderful having you all here. But before we leave, we have a very quick question and answer session. If anybody wants to kind of have an open discussion about a couple of things, doubts, we can do it right now in a few minutes, maybe another 5 minutes. Yeah. So Dr. Shana, some of the questions which came in between was, very interesting. One of the question was whether coconut sugar is better than, the rest of the sugars. All right. And what do you think is the Ayurvedic perspective is on that?
Coconut sugar?
Yes. So somebody asked when you mentioned about, cutting down on sugars, especially when you have an infection, Somebody wanted to know whether coconut sugar is better than regular refined sugar.
It's definitely better than regular refined sugar. So, but the calories and the sweetness of the sugar and what to say, the impact of sugar on your body would be a bit less when compared to refined sugar. But you can use coconut sugar as a substitute for sugar, but never increase the amount of using the sugar, since you may feel that, oh, it's healthy so I can use more. Never do that. That's the only thing that we need to take care of. It's definitely better than refined sugar.
All right. So there you have the answer. Also, somebody was asking about, reflexology, whether it is good. And I think she has left, Suneha. So, yeah, reflexology, foot massage being a part of a routine, being helpful in boosting immunity. So what is your take on that?
Definitely. Like reflexology and foot massage can actually improve our blood circulation, and also it could help to reduce our stress levels, and also like it can reduce our the susceptibility to certain infections by boosting our circulation and improving our other physiological processes by improving the blood circulation. So that's how it works. So it's not like a direct connection between this thing, but definitely it helps to improve our sleep and also the as I said, like blood circulation and other physiological processes as well.
Okay, so somebody is asking about stevia and jaggery when we spoke about sugar. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Jaggery is actually one best thing mentioned for digestion according to Ayurveda. So Ayurveda always suggests about jaggery for improving your bowel movements and other things, along with certain herbal supplements. Also, Ayurveda, as a vehicle to improve the action of the medicine. Ayurveda suggests jaggery. So that's also very good compared to the refined sugar. But as I told, like these are all after all, these are all sugars. So we need to be, what to say, we need to be conscious about the amount of the sugar that we use. And when jaggery is used with milk, it does not actually suit it. It causes the milk to lose its, what to say, it spoils the milk, right? When we use jaggery in hot milk.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So jaggery, yes, definitely, it's a good option. When compared to refined sugar, because refining process, a lot of chemicals are added to sugar, and all the nutrients are stripped from the sugar. So it's definitely better. But again, we have to be mindful of how much of sugar we want to take in, right? Because we don't want any of those extra, calories or sugar in our body. That is actually kind of supporting inflammation, right? So we don't want that to happen, right? Yes, that's good. All right, somebody, Lottie has mentioned love reflexology. I too love it. I wish I had one right now. So it's very tempting, honestly. Yes. And what about stevia? Rama is asking, what about stevia?
Stevia is actually not specifically mentioned in Ayurveda. So it's definitely less in carbohydrate levels and sugar levels when compared to refined sugar. So it could be better than the refined sugar, but as the specific functions that jaggery have towards the digestive system and other system, that won't be available through stevia use, I suppose. So all these options that we have, I think the best one is jaggery, I would say.
Yeah.
Dr. Krishna, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was saying that, what happens with stevia is being a natural product. Again, it is comparatively safer. But I think jaggery is also very rich in iron, right? So a lot of people, especially women, because you have menstrual cycles and bleeding and stuff like that. So jaggery gives you that iron that you require. So that is pretty good, isn't it? All right. So Angela, I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Angela or Angela? I don't know. I think it's Angela. Okay. Is fennel tea okay for immunity?
Yeah, fennel tea is good. It improves digestion. So that's how it improves immune levels as well.
That is exactly why all these restaurants, right? In India, we have a fennel after, like, if you have a heavy meal and then fennel is served, right? Along with the bill, right? Okay, cool. All right. I think that's it. We don't have any more questions. Most of the questions have been answered. So is there anything else? Please make sure that you put it quickly. We're going to wind up. Almost time for all of us to say goodbyes. Yes, I think that's it. Everybody's all, with a lot of energy wanting to do something after the yoga session and everything, right? So I think that's all. So thank you very much once again, all you lovely ladies. Please do join us next week. We love having you here and want to see you again and again. And if we can improve your lives in any way possible, that is the best part we can do for you. All right. So take care of yourself. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.